Hey, ever wondered how big companies like Amazon or Netflix can break down tons of data in seconds? Like how they instantly know which products sell best in which city or what time people binge watch the most? Well, let me introduce you to something kind of magical in the data world, OLAP cubes. And nope, it's not a Rubik's Cube for nerds, though it kind of works like one. Let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense. In this video, we're going to break it all down: what OLAP cubes are, how they work, why they're a big deal in data warehousing, and how they help make sense of massive amounts of data super fast. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's dive in. So let's start at the beginning. What even is OLAP? Think of it like this. You've got a normal spreadsheet. It has rows and columns, right? But now imagine if your data could stretch into more directions, like adding depth or layers. That's what OLAP cubes do. They take flat data and turn it into a 3D structure. OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing, and these cubes help you analyze data from multiple angles, fast. Let's say you're running a global online store. You want to check how your sales were doing by product, by region, by month. That's 3 dimensions right there. With an OLAP cube, you can view and combine these perspectives in seconds. All right, let's zoom out for a sec and talk about where OLAP fits into the bigger picture, data warehousing. So picture data warehousing as a 3-tier system. At the bottom, you've got the actual database, the heavy-duty storage with all the raw data. Think of this as the basement where everything's kept. In the middle, you have the OLAP server. This is where all the magic happens. It grabs that raw data and makes it way more understandable and useful for analysis. You don't have to dig through all the messy stuff. It filters and shapes it for you. And on top, that's the front end, the part you see and interact with. Dashboards, reports, charts, those nice visuals that help you make decisions. So OLAP lives in that middle layer. It's like the translator between your raw data and the pretty graphs you see. Now let's go deeper into the cube itself. You know how regular spreadsheets are just rows and columns, right? Like city versus revenue. But OLAP cubes add more dimensions. Imagine looking at city, product type, and year all at once. That's not just a flat table anymore, it's a cube. This cube pre-calculates a ton of stuff like totals, averages, groupings, even joins. So instead of waiting for your system to run a heavy query, the cube already has the answer ready to go. It's like having a calculator that already knows what you're about to ask, and it supports super fast actions like rolling up for summaries, drilling down for details, slicing to focus on one thing, dicing to combine multiple filters, and pivoting to change how things are displayed. More on that in a sec. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can organize data when there's a lot going on. Let's say you run a business in different cities like Colombo, Candy, and Gal, and you want to track how much money you made each month. Easy, right? You just make a table. Cities on one side, months on the other. Boom, done. But then what if you also want to see how much each property type made, like apartments, hotels, and villas? Now your table starts to get messy. Where do you even put all that? That's where we bring in something more powerful, a cube. Think of it like this. A table is like a flat piece of paper with 2 sides, city and time. A cube adds a 3rd side. So now you've got city, time, and property type, like a 3D box full of numbers. You can slice and look at just hotels in Colombo over a few months, or check villas across all cities. It makes everything easier to explore. And here's the cool part. You can even have multiple cubes. One cube for total revenue, another for expenses, another for bookings. Instead of cramming it all into one place, each cube focuses on one thing. It's like having separate drawers for your clothes. You know exactly where everything is. Sounds much better than a giant, confusing table, right? A dimensional hierarchy is a way to organize dimensions from general to more detailed levels. It gives your data a natural structure, which makes it easier to navigate and analyze. Think of it like zoom levels on a map. You start at the street level, city, then zoom out to the region, then the country, and so on. These hierarchies allow you to summarize or zoom in on your data. You can analyze data at the year level, then drill down into a specific month, and even further to a specific day. Think of it like folder navigation. You start at Documents, then go into Work, then Reports, And finally, open sales q1.xlsx. All right, now that we've got the cube idea in place, let's talk about what we can actually do with it. This is where OLAP operations come in. They're basically the tools that help us explore and understand all that data inside the cube. Let's start with something called roll-up. Think of it like zooming out. Imagine you have sales data for different cities like Chicago, New York, Toronto, and Vancouver. But now you want to see the total sales for the entire country. So you climb up the hierarchy from city to country. That's roll-up. It takes detailed data and groups it together at a higher level. Pretty neat, right? Now, the opposite of that is called drill down. Instead of zooming out, you zoom in. Let's say you've got data for an entire year, but now you want to see how each quarter performed, or even go deeper into each month. That's drill down. It lets you dig into the details. It's super useful when you want to spot trends or issues hiding in the bigger picture. Next up, we've got slice. Think of your cube as a big cake. Slicing it means you're cutting out a single layer. For example, maybe you just want to look at data for wireless mouse and ignore all other products. So you slice the product dimension with just that value. You're basically saying, show me only this part. You can also slice by region. Say you're only interested in Asia. Just take that slice out of the location dimension. It's like filtering the cube to see only what you care about. Then there's dice, and no, not the kind you roll in a game. Dicing is like taking a chunk of the cube based on multiple filters. Imagine you want to look at sales for just modems and wireless mouse during the years 2000 and 2001, and only in Europe and Asia. You're picking specific values from multiple dimensions and forming a smaller cube with only that data. Super useful when you're comparing different combos. And finally, we've got the pivot. This one's more about how the data looks. It doesn't change the data itself, but it rotates the cube so you can see it from a different angle. Kind of like turning a Rubik's Cube to check out a different face. Maybe you want to swap rows and columns or move the time dimension from the side to the top. Pivoting helps you visualize the same data in a new way, which can sometimes reveal things you didn't notice before. All of these operations, roll up, drill down, slice, dice, and pivot, they're like different lenses you can use to zoom, focus, and rotate your data cube to find the story you're looking for. And that's it. OLAP cubes might sound technical at first, but really, they're just super organized ways to explore data from every angle. Next time someone throws around terms like slice, dice, or drill down, you'll know exactly what they mean. If this helped clear things up, hit that like button and subscribe for more easy tech explainers like this. Got questions or want me to break down another concept? Drop a comment below. Catch you in the next one.